Now, today we'll be looking at a particular way you can maximize your investments, particularly for people that want to build and sell or build and flip. So, and for a couple of our investors that when they want to invest, they look at the cost of properties, an apartment, a terrace, a detached, a semi-detached, and they are wondering, why are developers doing this instead of this? Why are developers building this instead of this? And why is this one at this amount? This one is at this amount. This video will also guide you on why it's like that. And when you also are buying land or investing in land, this video is also going to guide you on the different ways that you can maximize your investment. Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this Meet the Property channel, and this way we discuss everything real estate for first-time investors, avid investors, and people who have been doing real estate for a long time, people who are just starting out. We share everything here, everything you really need to know. And if after watching this particular episode, I also suggest you go through different playlists on property investors, on land banking, on pros and cons, on shortlets, on Ekpe, on Ibejuleki, interview questions, interview series. You know, we have so many sessions we have done, and you are definitely going to learn from the different guides and videos that we are putting out there. So let's look at it. A terrace duplex, semi-detached duplex, fully detached duplex, an apartment. What should you build? Which one will maximize your investments? Alright, so before you go straight into the video, this us again. Don't mind us. You know, I know we are nagging you. Don't mind us, because we really want you to subscribe. This is another gentle reminder that we want you to subscribe. If you have subscribed already, this is also another reminder that we want you to turn on the notification button, so that you get notified as we are dropping these videos. Because if you do these videos and you don't watch it, they are useless. So the only way the efforts, the works that we have put in shooting these videos can really make sense is when you watch it, and other people watch it, and other people will watch it too. So that's why we want you to subscribe, so that you can watch it and others can also watch it too. So, and don't forget, if you love our content, you love what we do here, don't forget, as you're watching our video, don't forget to give us a thumb like. We are so much going to appreciate it. All right, so let's go straight into it. So we have terrace duplex, we have semi-detached duplex, then we have fully detached duplex, then we have block of flats, which is what we call apartment flats. All right, so now we have land, and then we want to build, and we are now considering what should we build. Should we build terraces? Terraces are those houses that we have in a row. So it can be 4 in a row, it can be 5 in a row, it can be 6 in a row. It's all terrace. As long as everything is sharing the same roofing, it's a terrace duplex. Now, so semi-detached duplex is we have 2 units sharing the same roof, but each of them have their own compound. Two units. That's semi-detached. So fully detached is just one house, one roofing, one compound, no sharing. One house, one roofing, one compound, no sharing. Fully detached. So now apartment flats are all those multi-story, multi-family apartments where each family have their own block, and each family have their own units, but they all share a common area. They share the common parking space, they share the common elevator or staircase, and other amenities like that. Now, so in this example, 4 units, the terrace is 4 units, the semi-detached is 2 units. A semi-detached will always be 2 units. A fully detached is 1 unit. A fully detached will always be 1 unit too. So 1 unit standing alone. So the apartment, we have 8 units in the block. So 4 units in a block of terraces, 2 units of semi-detached in a block, 1 unit of fully detached in a block, and then 8 units of apartments in a block. Now the value of our land is 100 million. So if you have a land valued at 100 million, and we are now deciding what should we do. Should we just build one fully detached duplex on that land? Should we build 2 semi-detached units on that land? Should we build 4 units of terraces on that land? Should we build 8 units of apartments on that land? What is going to maximize our investment the best? Now, if you are building to sell, for example, so let's say the fully detached cost us 100 million naira to construct. So with the 100 million naira for land, that's 200 million, and then we can put it in the market 250 or 300 million. So that's for the fully detached. Now the semi-detached, we have 2 units of semi-detached. Land is 100 million, and we want to build 2 units of semi-detached there. So let's say the entire construction of the entire semi-detached is just 100 million. So with the land now, that's 200 million basically. So you can sell each for, let's say, $180 million each. So you can sell each at 180 million, and the 2 will now be 360 million, and the cost of construction is still 200 million. So you can start to see the profit now, the profit margin from semi-detached compared to fully detached. All right, now so we have a terrace, duplex, and let's say the terrace duplex now for the 4 units is going to cost us 150 million for the 4 units. 150 million plus 100 million, that's 250 million. 250 million, and then we have 4 units. We can sell each unit of the terrace we can sell each unit of the terrace for 120 million. 120 million. So the 4, that will be 480 million, and then we spent 250 million to construct. So you can see the difference too in the profit. So looking at these 3, you can see that the higher the units of houses I'm building, the higher the profit margin for me. So the profit margin for me on a terrace right now is higher than on a fully detached, and the profit margin on a semi-detached is also still higher than a fully detached. Now this for build and sell. Now if you are buying to rent out, you are buying for cash flow. I've done a video before where I talk about a 4-bed duplex, and if you should buy a 4-bed duplex for short let. And I explained in the video that if you buy a 4-bed, you likely want to do what we call shared apartment, or you want to do a house party, because you hardly see frequent occupants that they need a 4-bed, because your 4-bed is for a large family. Now, so if you are buying to rent out, I would suggest you buy a terrace. Or if you want to build to rent out also, I would suggest you build a terrace instead of a fully detached. Now, for this terrace at 120 million, the rental value can be, let's say, 8 million. 8 million for the rental value. Compare it to a fully detached at 300 million, where the rental value can be like, let's say, maybe 20 million. So more people will be interested to rent this than to rent this, because my rental value, my rental price is higher here than here. So here now I have a larger audience that can afford this than this. So these are the maths that you need when you want to buy an apartment. Don't just go and buy. If you want to buy a place, particularly in Lagos, I want to buy it to rent out, you should always look at the costs and the rental value. You can buy a 300 million house and you want to rent it out. If fortunately you see someone that will pay the first year, anything from the second year or the third year, the apartment will likely be empty. Because the only reason why someone will want to pay 20 million to rent a house is because that house is brand new. By the time it's the second year or it's the third year and that house is not brand new again, that attraction is not there anymore. So this is why you need to always do this maths, and that's why most times it's always advisable you talk to someone like me before you make these investment choices. So the same thing for people that want to sell, the developer that want to sell. More people can afford 120 million than 300 million. So which means that this terrace has a higher audience that can buy it than a fully detached duplex. Now let's come to the apartment. So the apartment is 8 units and we are selling each at 100 million. 100 million, that's 800 million. So let's assume that our land, we are doing power foundation, and apart from the cost of land, we are going to spend, let's say 300 million to build this. 300 million plus 100 million, that's 400 million, and we are selling the entire apartment for 800 million, so that's 400 million profits. So so you can see that the profit margin here on units of apartments is higher actually, and this is where all these maths come in. These are also the calculation and the maths that developers do. These are also the calculation that financiers, people that want to finance projects, like maybe a bank, private developers that don't finance, these are also the calculations that they do. They look at what you want to build, they look at the marketability, they look at the audience. What's the ratio of people or percentage of people that can afford it? The percentage of people that can afford a 100 million house. Let's say all these houses are in the same place. I have more markets for 100 million than 120 million. I have more market for 120 million than 180 million. I have more market for 180 million than 300 million. If I build this house of 300 million, it can be in the market for 6 months, 8 months. I've not gotten a buyer. These apartments can be in the market, and the first 6 months I've sold 3 units. I've got 300 million already. So I still have 5 units. You see now. So this one, 6 months I've not sold. My money is still tied there. My entire 300 million is still tied there. So this one, 8 units, I've sold 3. I've got 300 million. I've got the money of the land covered already. Out of the money that I spent to build it, I've got 200 million back also. This terrace, 120 million, 6 months, I can sell, let's say 2 units. So I've got 240 million. The money of the land is covered, and some part of the money of the construction too is covered. So these are also the maths that you also need to look at on how to maximize your investment, how to maximize what you build on the land. So if you also want to sign a JV or go into a JV agreement with a developer, you must also be equipped with this kind of knowledge. Else they're just going to, just what you are going to do is 1 billion, and you take this so units because you don't understand the maths. And that's why you should understand all these type of buildings, understand the marketability of each, understand the profit margins on each, so that you maximize your land better and you are making a better decision on what you are building on your land. So that's it. And right now you guys have learned this, and if you have been watching our videos once again, this is us nagging again. Sorry for that, but we have to nag. So this is us nagging you again. You have to subscribe to our videos. you have to subscribe to our channel. And if you have subscribed already, you have to bring people to subscribe. Yes, share our content, tell people about it. Don't enjoy this content alone. So get people to enjoy this content also. Share with your peeps, share with your contacts. Tell them Rabiu is doing amazing. Rabiu is doing a fantastic job here, and you really want to listen to this guy about investment. You really want to listen to this guy. If you are buying properties in Nigeria, you really want to engage the property guy if you really want to maximize your investment in Nigeria. So I appreciate it a lot. That's one of the ways that you can support us, really. And don't forget also, give us a thumb like, if you'll be enjoying what you have been watching, and you've been learning a lot from what we have been talking about here, and you feel like we are doing amazing job here. So give us a thumb like. Don't forget, give us a thumb like. If you have subscribed already, also turn on the notification button. It's been an amazing year with you guys. Like I said before, you guys are the real MVP. It's just really from one progress to another, and it's all been because of your support. It's all been because as we are doing these videos, you guys are watching these videos, you guys are engaging on these videos, you guys are coming to our DM, you guys are engaging our services. That's why we are still here. So you guys, so much love for you guys, so much big thumbs up for you guys, and trust me, we have so much more to do for you, so much more to enlighten you about, so much more to empower you with, and also so much more to educate you on. So still remain your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabiu Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos, and see you next time.